Hey guys, welcome back to my folder, Glyca Tweets on YouTube. Yeah, today is October 8th, 2024, and today I'm at a profit of 4,404.4k. Yes, and today actually the market took a pause. I mean, it actually gave good opportunities for the people who were trading ATM and ITM strikes, but to the people like me who traded OTM, it felt like the market moved nowhere today. And of course, it happens every time when you trade OTM. And if the market actually goes sideways, then you can't get to see a good move in OTM strikes. Without any further ado, let's explore my order book, trading opportunities, charges, brokerage, all the stuff. And at last, we will calculate today's ROI. So, yep, let's explore my order book first. So, here, if you can see here, the very first trade where I've entered was at 9:16 a.m. Sorry. At 9:16 a.m. at 7.30 rupees, and at 9:16 a.m. itself, I mean 9:16 a.m. 04 seconds, and this is 12 seconds. All right. And within this duration, I was able to exit at 19.06 rupees. So the very first trade, the reason behind this very first trade is because of FVG, guys. That means of fair value gap. So I'll even explain that in the trading opportunity. So here I've entered at 9:53 a.m. and then I've exited at 9:55 a.m. and then again I've exited at 10:45. I've entered at 10:45 a.m. and exited at 10:46, 11:13 a.m., 11:15 a.m. I've entered at 11:13 a.m. I've again entered at 11:18 a.m. and then exited at 11:18. Oh, same. I mean, it's a difference of seconds. And then I've entered at 1:02 a.m. 1:02 p.m. Yeah, and I've exited at 1:03 p.m. and then final trade was at 1:05 a.m. Even this is a matter of seconds. So yeah, these are the points. Overall, altogether put, I've captured around 5 points, guys. So yep. Okay, now let's explore what is fair value gap in my trading opportunities. Here I took the first trade because of fair value gap, right? So let's see. So yeah, this is the 5-minute time frame bank nifty chart. It's a spot chart, it's not futures. So here, if you can see here, the green color zone, can you see this green color zone? This green color zone is nothing but the fair value gap. So you can ask me like where does this fair value gap come from? It actually came from a monthly time frame of bank nifty. Let me show you that. So yeah, let's shift to 1 month time frame. Guys, if you can see here, can you see this zone, this space here? All right. Yeah, this zone is nothing but the fair value gap. It had actually formed at this point and this point. So from monthly time frame, I was able to get one fair value gap, and you can see even this candle, the August month candle even respected the fair value gap. It didn't even go below the fair value gap. And even this September candle, it respected the fair value gap. And also this October month had to finish, but if we compare till now, then it is actually respecting the fair value gap, right? So this is where I got the fair value gap from. So yeah, if you can see this 5-minute time frame, this is today's 9:15 candle, right? The price opened here and then it gave a dip, it gave a rapid dip, and then it went up, right? So when it gave a dip, I don't actually try to chase this momentum in this direction. I mean, I don't go for a put trade. I'll always look the trade which is against the momentum. So here, I mean, it came near my fair value gap, so I was like waiting for a call trade. I thought of entering when this candle touches the fair value gap, but the thing is it didn't touch, it came near that. So I've just will have that FOMO, kind of FOMO, but not a lot. It sometimes kick in, right? So yeah, due to that reason I exited, and of course I was expecting a bounce from here, so I've entered, and I was able to capture 1 point, I guess. I was able to capture that, guys. I was trading out of the money, so don't expect me to capture like 5, 10, 20 points. Yeah, of course we can capture, but it should get a lot means a lot of rapid momentum. Only then, we saw a few out of the money strike prices becoming ITM or AT, sorry, not ITM, ATM within few seconds, where like strike price trading at 20 rupees, it went all the way to 300, 400. There were times like that, but you need that, you can capture more points if you get that spikes. So I was able to capture 1 point over here. This was my first trade. The reason behind this trade was my fair value gap. It's purely fair value gap, guys. So yeah, another one. And at 9:53 we took another trade. It's because if you can see here, this blue line, this at 51,070 is my key level of resistance. So I was expecting a dip, rejection from this level. Of course, the candles gave a good rejection, not exactly near that level, but a little bit down to that level. So I was having my R3 here, Camarilla R3, and I was exactly expecting a bounce, a small bounce, of course, from this R3 level, Camarilla R3. And if not this R3, I was expecting from this super trend. So that's the reason I confidently took this trade. I've entered here and I've exited at this candle. So reason behind this trade is my Camarilla R3, which is backed by the super trend. So next trade is at 10:45 a.m. here, again the super trend support, and I have exited at 10:46 a.m. The reason behind this trade is super trend support. I have expected a bounce from this super trend, so I took a trade here. And then comes, and here at 11:15, this trade I've entered at 11:15 and I've exited at 11:18, because here if you can see this black line, it's my 20 EMA. So I was expecting a bounce from this 20 EMA. So you can see here it even respected this 20 EMA here. So I took a trade here and I was able to capture like 1 point or something. You can check out the order book when I go back. I took a trade before 11:18 or 11:15 trade. This is here again the same reason, but here not 20 EMA, it's my 50 EMA. I was expecting a bounce from the 50 EMA. So I took a trade here and I've exited it here. And then what else do we have? Here at 1:02 p.m. I've entered, and here at 1:03 p.m. I've exited. The reason was this 200 EMA. I had to actually enter at this point, like exactly at this candle, because it's taking support from my 200 EMA, and I'll never ever leave the bounce or like the rejection trades from 200 EMA. They are kind of sure trades, so I would never ever miss them. My entry became late here, so I had entered at 13:02 and I've exited at 1:03 p.m. So after this, the final trade is here, that is at 1:05. So this is the trade which this was the most awaited trade. Yeah, I've been waiting since 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, but I didn't get it. But exactly here at 1 o'clock I got this. I was expecting this move at 12:30 p.m. because the European markets open, right? All the miracles happened during 12:30 and 12:30 p.m. and then at 3 p.m. like 3 or 2 p.m. or like 3:30, 3 to 3:30. Yeah, these are the times where you'll get to see miracles in the market, sudden spikes, sudden falls, everything. So yeah, I was so confident about this trade at 1 p.m. because, as I've mentioned, I've been like waiting for it from long time. So it's because if you can see the 15-minute time frame here, can you see this? It's an actually uptrend, and the thing is, it went up and then it was consolidating at 12:30. I was expecting this move here itself, but it didn't happen. So I was so confident about this upward spike, and of course it gave at 1 p.m. So yeah, this is the reason I was expecting. I was having my Camarilla R3 in the 15-minute time frame, or I was getting all rejections from my 20 EMA too. So this was really backing up so much for my trade. So for my trade, in the sense, for my confidence to get into that trade. So guys, if you can see here, I was able to capture 1 or 1.5 point. But the thing is, all those trades which I've taken were out of the money, purely out of the money trades. Out of the money strike prices. 50 to 500 is what I have taken. But during that time, at 1 o'clock, this 51,000, if you can see here, at 1 o'clock, it's somewhere around 51,000, right? At the money strike price. So if we compare this, see here, 50 to 500 is out of the money during 1 p.m. and 51,000 call is at the money strike price during 1 p.m. So we'll compare it a little bit. If you can see here, it barely gave 5 points, guys. This candle, it doesn't mean that we'll capture all the 5 points, but this is a, like, you know, short trade I was expecting, so I might have like captured the complete move. But here at the money, if you can see here, it gave almost 50 points. So 900 quantity into 50 points, it would have given me almost like 50k, around 50k. Yeah, it's 45k, right? 9 into 5, so that's all right. It approximately 50k, it would have given me 50k for the confidence I was having in this trade. But since it was the OTM strike price, only 5 points, out of which I was able to capture 1 or 2 points, that's it. So we can't expect more than, you know, 3-4 points in out of the money, like while trading out of the money strike prices, until and unless if we get very damn good spikes. Okay, so that's it, guys. We've decoded all my trading opportunities today, and yeah, let's go and check out my charges. So if you can see, the total orders here are just 14 trades. So the charges for 14 trades is 516 rupees. Brokerage is 280, STD 101, stamp duty 0, exchange turnover charge is 70.89, and SEBI turnover charge is 0.2, GST 63. So altogether put, it's 516. So it's very less. Yeah, it's very less. So the profit is 4.4k. So we'll now calculate ROI of today's trade. I mean, ROI of this day. We have to subtract this 516 charges from the total profit that we've made today. So here, after subtracting, I got 3,900 as profit. And now if we, let me show you what's the highest price that I've entered. I've entered at 17.39. The highest is, that's it. Here 17.90 is a selling price. So yeah, 17.39 is my highest price. So let's multiply 17.39 with 900, which gives me 15,651. So the total capital that I've used today is 15,600. So now let's calculate the percentage. To calculate the percentage, obviously we'll be dividing this profit, that is 3.9k, with the total capital that I've spent today. So if you can see here, the profit divided by the total capital, which gave me 0.2494, so on. Let's multiply this with 100. So today's ROI is 24.94%, guys. It's almost 25%. So that's it for today's videos, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you in the next video, guys.